everyone! Hope you guys are ready for some Animal Crossing quarantine. You know, we've all been bored here lately being stuck in our house. We're going to go ahead and give it a second for some more people to join, and then I'll go ahead and get started. Alright, so let me know about my audio interference. I think I did a good job. It's been a pretty warm day in Indiana, and I had to turn on the air conditioning, but the darn thing is very noisy. Alright, there we go. Since we're in quarantine and, you know, we're not allowed to really go out and do much, I decided to just go ahead and do things in my PJs. We got our bunny ears going on in celebration for Bunny Day. If you play Animal Crossing, you know what I'm talking about. Hello everyone, right now on Veranda, it's 6 p.m. on Tuesday, April 7th, 2020. There's no news that I can think of. Oh, but she's gonna go on about a crossword or something along those levels. No, I guess not. So right up here, I'm thinking about building a swimming pool area. The mountains are we're still working on them as of today. They've been up in the air about completely what I would like to put on them. Been working on catching those Bunny Day eggs. A lot of people complained that the eggs were overspawning. And I must really suck at the game, because I have a lot of issues getting the eggs themselves, not really the patterns. So I'm kind of upset that they despawned them, but that allows other people to get things like the cherry blossoms and bamboo. They were complaining not being able to get those recipes, and I completely understand that. Well, hey there, if it ain't my good old pal Jenny. Nice to see ya, Cha-Chop. Walking past Freya's house, I smelled... Oh, goodness. Of course they have to use words that I don't know. Scoo... Succotat? No. Something. My tummy is rumbling now. So we just start the stream and already I'm struggling with words. Recipes that I have been looking for, if anyone has the stool recipe, I will definitely make it worth your time if you want to do a trade for one. Cardboard sofa. That sounds absolutely delightful. Oh yeah. I got some new streaming software, and unfortunately it's really difficult for me to see comments unless I have my cell phone up again. So we'll see how that goes. I used to be able to have it display on the corner of my screen, of course, after I fixed the issue. Isn't that nice? We're gonna do something along those levels. Oh well. Hopefully the audio is a little better now. I think I fixed the issue. Oh, isn't she cute? This is my favorite villager over here. She's singing Bubblegum. Alright, enough flirting with my girlfriend. Let's see what's going on. If you do also play the game, I'm doing a giveaway that, despite my entry curse word when I first started the stream, if you hear me get a curse word and I don't stop myself, if you call it out in the comments, I will give you 50k bells or a homemade rose bed. Made by me, of course. I'm trying to work on that, especially if I go into YouTube. I know that they don't really allow swearing. They do allow innuendos, but not too many curse words, so really gotta get that habit nipped in the bum. One day, maybe. I think this is one of my favorite times of day in Animal Crossing. It's just the right, it's not too bright, not too dark. I just installed those 4 lights amongst my village. We're going to go ahead and add more eventually. And what's really lovely about it is at nighttime they glow, and it's fantastic. You can see a lot more that way. And right now is also the time of year, if you haven't been gathering your young bamboo, I'm pretty sure they stop that very soon. I want to say April 10th. That might be the cherry blossoms. Or maybe, I think cherry blossoms are 12th, bamboos 10th. No, don't do that. We'll do it. That is another pet peeve of mine as well. So, when you are putting flowers in your village, when you start the game, fence those things off. Because if not, it took me a whole day to remove, and I still have some. As you can see, I kept some of the hybrids. But these flowers over here covered my town completely, and it was absolutely ridiculous trying to remove them all, because in the old games you could just run through them and they would disappear. Well, a bunch of people complained about that in the old games, and it made them feel bad, so they made it to where you can move them with a shovel. I think it's like, you still could in the other games, don't get me wrong, but it is so hard to remove and get rid of flowers. They need to give you like a flower backpack, kind of like in World of Warcraft, where you have a certain backpack for certain items, and then you can get a bunch of them and then sell them. Because I must have sold at least like 300 flowers. If not, it felt like it. It was a mess. So definitely, if you're starting out or your town's not overrun by flowers, try to keep them contained the best you can. You don't want to spend hours trying to remove those from your town. It's not fun. We're going to go ahead and check our turnip prices. Oh, there's the paper tiger. He's cute. No, don't do that. So we're also going to be testing this myth that apparently, you guys know using the Nook Mile tickets with the dodo birds. Apparently, if you slash clap at them, they will blush, and you're more likely to get a good island with money or flower hybrids. I don't know how true that is, but towards the end of my stream, I'll probably give it a shot. I've been curious about it. I saw the Facebook groups chit-chatting about it a little bit, and a lot of people are saying that it works. And for me, I haven't had too much luck with them. I must have used over 60 Nook Mile tickets to no avail, other than one hybrid island, and they were pansies. But I can't complain much. At least it was one. There's some people who have done almost 100 islands, and they haven't gotten anything. We're going to go ahead and redesign these tables to match those. Let's see what color those are before I go too far into this. I want them to match these stools over here. I want to say they're a dark brown or beige. I sure hope they are. I swear to God, if they're gray, I'm going to be tipped off. Oh, and today we also have a guest with us. I'm sure you can see her. Say hi, Rarity! She's like, oh, I was sleeping. She's usually always back there on the bed. She likes to look out the window when it's daylight. I'll go ahead and let her go back to the window. Oh, honey, you don't need coffee. No, that's maybe when you're older. She loves the smell of coffee, and believe it or not, when I'm cleaning the bathroom, she loves the smell of bleach. I'll get on my hands and stuff. I've never seen a cat act so weird from the smell of bleach, but I scrub them, I use vinegar on them, and if she can smell it, she starts rolling around. Looked up into it, and apparently it has something to do with hormones, but as we all know, cats are pretty weird regardless. Oh, that one's pretty cool. One of these should match the beach. I think we might go with the waves. That sounds cute. Or we could go with the bar setting. Looks like a paisley. Oh, paisley is always pretty cute too. We're looking for something that screams bar without using my bar signs, because this part isn't blocked off to the public. That does seem pretty bar-like. Yeah, I can see that. Little girls, that's cute. For all my friends who live in Indiana, we are supposed to get some storms tonight, and personally, I have a huge fear of storms, definitely not looking forward to it at all. And I might even be restreaming during that time. So we'll see how it goes. If thunder gets too loud, it won't be happening. Of course, if you live in Indiana, you know how bad some of the storms can get. The weather changes. Just never makes up its mind. If you've ever had people over to your town before who ran them from group and whatnot, I hate to say it, but another smart idea is to keep fences up almost all times. Before you have people over, go ahead and like turn the gates and block off areas. I usually leave my shop open sometimes. Other times I will just leave this box open connected to my beach, so then people can go and have a little fun. But you can never be too cautious with things, especially when you spend hours working on your town. Most of the time my biggest issue is people picking flowers, which doesn't really offend me too much. I prefer people to ask. But if that's what they want to do, it's not killing me any. I used to leave items out on these little stalls right here. Oh, I did them backwards. Well, anyways, I used to leave items out on them that I didn't have placed, and I learned the hard way that you shouldn't be doing that anymore, because I had someone come over and take some things. Also, money trees, definitely recommend facing them up, but fencing them up, but I'm sure you guys already know that. That looks better. Oh yes, I forgot to mention that. So I'm in this Animal Crossing Discord group. It is strictly for adults, and I would recommend, if you're interested in joining, message me on Facebook sometime after the stream, and I will hook you up with that. It's really nice because it keeps a lot of the immaturity away from things. I definitely recommend it, especially when you know you got all kinds of crazies that are on, and everyone's really polite there. Some people have given me some free stuff, which is really nice. There's also a website called the Beltree Forum that I use. Some people are kind of questionable there, but for the most part, other than the youngins, it's a really decent webpage, and I definitely recommend making an account on it, especially if you're searching for certain furniture items, things like that. It makes life a little bit easier. Or if you're looking for Celeste, normally I have her posted at least a couple times a week if you're ever looking for the DIY recipes. And we do shooting star parties. Here soon we're going to start doing the wheel giveaways, and we're going to start doing hide and seek parties. And the hide and seek, it'll obviously have a prize. The winner will probably end up getting, like 50K, a rose bed, or 200K, depending on how generous I am that day. You can hardly see her on the stream. She looks like a marshmallow. One day we will get this perfect. That looks a lot better than the way I had it. I definitely like those colors a lot more with the stools. Oh yeah. This is the one bright side about being quarantined, I guess, is you get to sit around and play Animal Crossing. It could be worse. I'm very happy that the game came out pretty much right in time, at least for our state. Because it's been pretty difficult. I used to go out and do so many fun things, at least even go to the store. That was fun for me. But now, being stuck at home all day, I hated it at first, but honestly, being stuck in your PJs and doing your own thing, having fun with your cat, has been pretty decent. The only unfortunate thing about it is the stores. I don't know if anyone's been to Walmart here lately. Hopefully you got all stocked up. I know I was, but I've been through a couple boxes of ramen. And I have to go back later today. I'm not looking forward to that. Definitely not. They have a line outside now. They're actually enforcing that rule that only, I think, 20 people are allowed in. So every time one person goes in, they release other people into the store. As another person leaves, they bring in more. And it's just a wreck. I'm sure everyone can agree that we just cannot wait for this stuff to be over. I am happy that it's teaching people some cleanliness habits, though. Some people need to learn how to wash their hands after using the food. That looks pretty good. Looks better than what it did. I can dig that. Alright, I might dance to this. This is my jam. Even though it was voted the most annoying KK Slider song. After asking a couple people, I was able to finally figure out how to get those darn snapping turtles. And I went ahead and caught 4 of those things. I don't know if you guys have seen the furniture piece. I'll have to show you. They are so cool to place down. They're not in crates like normal things. They try to snap at your character. I want to take and catch a couple more of them so I can throw them in front of all my villagers' houses. I'm sure they would appreciate it. Here's Mr. Fang. Hi, buddy. Oh, hey. Ever heard of that old karaoke tune about how you can get eggs out of coconut trees around Bunny Day? Oh yeah, all the time. Well, get this. I went out and gave a coconut tree a whack, and what'd you know? It's true. Chop. He has an interesting catchphrase. We need to change that. Oh, that's better. Shoot. Feeling that sunburn. It's still kind of weird. It's so sunny and beautiful outside, and then apparently we're supposed to have severe thunderstorms and possible tornado warnings. Oh, it's going to be wonderful. I think I have my audio sensitivity turned down, but if you hear the crowing and the ha 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 ha, those are actually quail. They sound a little funny, like they're laughing at their own joke like I do. So we have that in common, but hopefully they don't get picked up on the microphone. And again, just a reminder for anyone who's joined, if you hear me drop a curse word, any D-bombs, F-bombs, B-bombs, let me know and you'll get a gift for it, because we're working on trying to keep our language to at least innuendos and rated PG. Not 13, but PG. We'll see what these are, and then if there's anything good that she gives me, I'll go ahead and invite some people to my town. Here lately, I haven't been having much luck with Sahara? I always call her Sahara Har, but I know that's not what her name is. Oh, Animal Crossing is definitely just a fun game. I'm a recovering WoW addict, I guess you could say, and it's so nice. It's a breath of fresh air to be able to play something that's not super competitive. You play on your own time. It's about how you want to do things, your designs. Some things are tedious, very, very, very tedious and difficult, but at the same time, I like it. It's a great way to spend your time. Oh, whoops. That's what happens when I get to talking too much. We might try some fishing. I don't know how well that's going to go. Normally when I fish, I always get really... my ADD kicks in, especially when I'm streaming. I can never catch a darn thing when people are watching. But tonight, when snapping turtles come out, I might skip ahead a couple hours. I'm sure someone will get upset and criticize me for it. Well, get over it. and we might try to catch some snappers. The same people from the group who criticize me about time traveling are also the ones that show up at my my second village for the meteor shower in Celeste every day. So, tisk tisk. Play your game the way you enjoy it. Although the regulars are pretty nice. We actually opened up the town more, which is, it's been wonderful having more respectable people as well. Less to deal with, less stresses. Of course, the money trees are also fenced up. Alright, so what you do now? Day's getting away from me. That's it. You're gonna use your magnifying glass on that flower. Have you guys ever seen the villagers try to catch insects? Oh, I don't have that yet. That's cool. Anyways, it's quite hilarious to watch them try to catch anything. I think they're meant not to be able to catch bugs, but it makes me feel really bad. Of course, if you suck at it like me, it also makes you feel a little good about yourself. But don't tell them that. For some reason, I imagine that to look cooler than it actually does. Oh well. If anyone's interested in that, come visit Sahara Har before I change days. I think I already have that. Let's see. It's a garden wall. Oh, that's pretty nifty. It at least has a rain animation. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, this is a snapping turtle that I was talking about. This guy is so awesome. You don't need to get him taxidermied either, like I thought. You can just use, this is how he stands. And then if you poke him, he usually gets a little cranky. He's cute. So Animal Crossing has these items like animal beds, cat litter boxes, and a dog house. I think he would look really cool in one of those, since I don't think they actually have the dogs. Unlike New Leaf, which offered fortune cookies with the 10-dog models. Too bad they didn't do anything cool like him, even if they did snap at you. Fossil rug. That sounds kind of cute. Oh, that's adorable! Okay, I actually like this. No, or just do that. What'd I do? Oh, I put that in storage. Not again. Oh yeah, it's definitely really cool to see this room in the dark. Something that I really enjoy about the game is I like all the glow items. I'm usually always trying to get as many of them as I possibly can, especially those red floor lights. I've had to order at least 20 of them. When it gets dark in my game, you'll see it. The town gets all lit up. It's really cute. See if we can find those snappers again. There they are. That's weird. I thought I had 4 of them. There we go. Now he's back. Oh, it might be time to start working on some terraforming. Or maybe some more egg hunting. Interesting fact is my village is named after my favorite coffee. It's Veranda Blonde Roast. Another interesting fact is there is a common misconception that dark roast has more caffeine in it. Actually, it's a different way around. The dark roast has over-roasted beans, so there's actually less caffeine in it and more flavor. As with the blonde roast, it's usually a little bit more stronger of a flavor, and on top of that, it has a lot more caffeine in it. Can really mess you up though, because if you end up drinking a couple pots of it in one day, you're going to be feeling like crap tomorrow. Insane headaches. I think we might go ahead and try that dodo trick. So maybe we'll go ahead and eliminate some of this stuff in our inventory. Just apologizing ahead of time if I have to blow my nose while I'm on stream. My bad. Allergies have been crazy. It's been getting warm here. I don't think we need watering cans for the dodos. Nope. Might as well just go ahead and eliminate everything. I'm doing it in the most organized way. I'm sure it ticks some people off. Alright, and we probably need a pole vault. Might be a good idea. I end up making them at the islands, and then I end up with like 30 of them in my inventory. At some point when the game was first fresh, at least I was able to give away a bunch of them to new players. There we go. Now tickets. Oh yeah, I am definitely set on roses. Eventually, once my town is constructed, I'm going to plant them everywhere. My town will be all roses and hopefully carnations. So I will be giving away a lot of my hybrid flowers, especially those pink cattail looking ones. Their name starts with an S, or not an S, an H. Yeah. I'll be giving away a bunch of those. I have probably about 15 pink ones or more, and don't hate, I do not like the color pink. So I don't really want them. Except for Freya's house. I'll probably put at least like 5 around there for her. Hey, marshmallow. Ooh, she went Stubby Rose. Alright, now to try the trick. So you're supposed to slash clap at this guy until he blushes. So Delight. Oh, well that was easy. We got his attention. So let's see what he's going to do. Alright, cross our fingers. Let's hope we get something good out of this. Yep, let's do what dodos do. Uh-huh. I love some of the jokes in this game. The cheesiest ones are the ones that make me laugh the most. I don't know, this doesn't really look like a rare town. Oh, please have hybrids. If not some bamboo, I have a friend that's looking for bamboo right now, and I should grab her a bunch of them. Well, I don't see hybrids, and I don't know if that trick necessarily works. This looks like any dodo ticket town. Unless we start seeing tarantulas spawning out of those flowers. But since we have butterflies, I don't think that's going to be an option. Well, darn. I saw someone do it on the YouTubes and it was so exciting. We'll try one more, because they said it works about 50% of the time. I mean, if anyone needs oranges, goodness sakes. Always make sure to check your beaches for recipes and star frags every time you go out on a Nook Miles ticket. This has gotta be the crappiest island I think I've ever seen. Wow. Oh well. If you need oranges, this isn't too bad. Man, I really need some more rock eggs, so hopefully they toss out as many as they can. Hopefully we won't get stung by a bee this time. Seems like it never fails. They need someone you can learn on the island so you don't have to make medication on every time. Also, I do have a question for my fellow Animal Crossing players. I would really like to know, does your town fruit justify the type of drink that your villagers carry around and sip on? Like, my friend that has a cherry island, they drink on little red drinks. And on my island, they drink on something that looks like a screwdriver or a mimosa. It's really cute, but I was wondering if that has something to do with your island fruit, even though my island fruit is apples. I think it's hard apple cider, if I remember right from the start of the game. It's what we sipped on. But I was wondering if that means, does everyone get a different drink that their villagers walk around that's not the orange Fiego. Fiego. I think Fiego sounds cooler. But I would love to get to the bottom of that. Maybe that's something I should Google later. Oh, we got some storm clouds coming in. It's weird because it looks sunny from this. Oof. Looks like the dogs need to be let out in a little bit. They're not going to be too happy about it. I have a big dog and a senior dog, and they both are absolute puss-pusses when it comes to thunderstorms. And the puss-puss, on the other hand, she loves them. She can't get enough of it. She loves everything. Alright, enough of the cat. You've seen enough of her, I'm sure. Looks like those storm clouds caused some interference, though. Looks like it's good on your guys' end. Oh, fantastic. Okay. Now, I mostly just do streams for my buddies and stuff, since a lot of my friends that are playing Animal Crossing are on Facebook. But here lately, I am thinking about starting a Twitch stream. I can't use my one that I used for World of Warcraft. It's got me raging too much. But we are thinking about doing one for Animal Crossing strictly. It'll be a little bit more chill. Hopefully a funner environment. I used to enjoy playing WoW, but there was a point where I was just smashing too many computer chairs and stuff. And you wouldn't think that I get angry. But if you put me in front of that game and people stand in the fire while I'm healing, I will try to kill people. And so we're working on changing that type of attitude. Although I will say, me getting angry on Twitch was very entertaining. But looking back at it nowadays, we'd be playing Lich King and things, and we'd all be under the influence of alcohol, and it didn't help anything when people didn't know the fights after how many years it's been out, trying to run achievements, and yeah, after that, I think this is... Why am I trying to pole vault up this cliff here? Let's just say that Animal Crossing, you don't really rage too much. Unless it's moving those darn flowers. I could do without that. Surprised no one said hello yet or wave. Normally someone at least says hi, how you doing or something. So if you're here and you want to say hi or chit chat, feel free. Allergies. Oh, I bet you those aren't fossil spots. I bet you those are ground eggs. I'll eat those. Almost have all the recipes, but since they nerfed the bunny balloons, I've just been getting air eggs. I think I might be missing two. Keep getting repeats and giving them away to people, but when I spend all that time doing Wi-Fi play and giving them away to people, I'm spending less time getting them for myself. On the bright side, we still have about, 5 more days left? Yeah, 5 more days left until Bunny Day gets here, and I think the spawns are, whoops daisy, increased after that. Well, we do need more palm trees, so we have a lot of inventory space. Let's go ahead and grab some. And I'm impatient, so... Which is so cool, that feature. I know I've spoke about it enough on how much I love the feature. You can put trees anywhere, you can build an orchard, you don't have to see if they grow or not grow, because if they refuse to grow, they just stay as a little sapling. And it is fantastic. At the start of the game, I didn't know if, trees would grow or not, so I ended up stocking up on a ton of fruit, only to later realize that I was just being paranoid because they don't die anymore. And even on the fruit trees, they do not die. You can harvest them a myriad of times and they don't shrivel up and die. Which, I will say, I kind of miss the half-dead trees if you were into the creepy, spooky stuff. In Animal Crossing, it kind of sucks they took it away. Maybe there's some way you can, maybe around Halloween, there'll be an option where you can do that. I think that would be really awesome. But other than that, just being able to move the trees and stuff, oh, it's awesome. Love it. Now, I'll probably end up doing one more Nook ticket on the stream and then going back to terraforming or whatnot. And then watch, as soon as I'm done streaming, I'll probably get a hybrid island immediately afterwards when I go to do them by myself. That's always how it works. What I'd really like to get when I stream next is the tarantula item. I finally got the idea of how to catch them. You wait for them to rear up on their back legs, you tap the net to the ground, and then you immediately hit the A button and grab them as they try to attack you. It took me the longest time to figure it out. I had to Google into it and everything. They had me. They had me so good. That island was making me really upset. They handed my butt to myself. But we could probably use some wood. Wood is always needed. Let's see how long it takes me to get stung by a bee. I don't know why my character always feels the need to grab the leaves. Or when you're digging around flowers and everything, and you always grab the tops off the flowers when you don't need to. Yeah, I could do without that. Alright. Need 8, need. Nope, a loach. That's just what we need. I thought those were the 8 shadows. Maybe they're a pinch bigger like this one. I always forget. I'm pretty sure it's size 3? This including sharks and stuff. Fishing. Has anyone seen the new thunderstorms that they have in Animal Crossing? If not, I definitely recommend when there's one out taking a look at them. Even me having a fear of thunderstorms, it is so cool. I like what they did with the lightning. You can see cracks in the background. It illuminates your whole screen. Kind of does an infrared effect. Well, after this, I think we're pretty good on this island. Got a little bit less eggs than expected. So then we'll go ahead and throw those palm trees down, and then I'll try the trick on one more. I don't know if I'll be streaming terraforming or not. Depends on how hungry I am. A little bit. It is so great being able to wear your pajamas during the daytime. And try to find the positive about quarantine. What you doing? Maybe me? Stretching? She's so cute. hear you, G1. I use coconuts for a lot of my DIY projects. That's why they're literally littered on every single one of my beaches. I need them for the palm tree light and those cute little coconut drinks. You know me and my bars. I have to have at least 3 set up on my island, and I have an extra villager. I'm going to use his house for a pub. It's in the work. Granted, those locations on my Animal Crossing game are blocked out from the public. I only have the rated G bar up. That one I do not use my bar patterns and stuff on. It still kind of looks tiki-ish, but that's okay. I don't want to have any issues with in case the younger audience coming and visiting my town and them getting upset or anything. Fences are definitely one of my favorite things also added in this new game. Being able to keep people from going in and messing with your stuff, ruining things, stealing things, touching things, just in general. Alright, now let's try the trick one more time. Now that he's looking at us, we're going to clap. We didn't blush yet, so we're going to try that again. There we go. Alright, now that we got our flirt on, let's go ahead and see if the trick works. Alright, let's hope for a hybrid island. Come on, send me those flowers, baby. Alright. Uh-oh, this one is... Oh, the sunset. That's gorgeous. Gosh darn it, there is no hybrids here. I don't think the trick worked. Someone was talking out their butt. But there still might be something cool. Now, what would be nice is if we got another tarantula island. The next time I stumble upon one, I will definitely be posting a stream for that. We have some ideas. When I did my first island, I actually came across a couple of star pieces, and me not understanding what they were and it being so new into the game, I actually sold them. Ever since then, I haven't seen any more star pieces on the island so far. But because I have a lot of friends and stuff, it's really awesome to be able to go over for meteor showers and things, talk to Miss Celeste. And in return for that, I always like to make sure I let them know when I see Miss Celeste or anything of those type of natures. Something else that my friends and I have been working on is the turn-up trade. But because our autocorrect keeps changing it to turn-up, I guess we call it turned-up trade now. I know it sounds horrible. What are you doing? Don't be touching those. You don't need those. What are you doing to my bunnies? Ooh, ooh, yes, bunnies. I hear a mole cricket. Wow, no bees yet. Hopefully I don't jinx myself. At least we're knocking on wood. It'd be nice to see some gold. It's so difficult to get in the game, that's for sure. I think in total of my entire playing of this game, I've only gotten about 10 gold. No. Oh, shoot. well, that was kind of a bummer. Oh well, we did get some eggs out of it, and we can always use those. Ready to do some terraforming. And then this goes probably have some dinner. Let's see, well, we've been at it for about an hour. We'll go ahead and do a little bit of a town tour. And then we'll probably do just a pinch of demolition, and then I think we'll call it dinner time. This place is still under construction. It definitely needs some work, especially over in this area. I really would like to do something awesome with this pier. In fact, I wish this was like a public work project where you could put in another one in a different location. It's just excellent for fishing, and I think it goes really well with the beach. Also, another cool thing about this beach in particular is, I don't know how well you've been laying fences or anything, but if you have laid fences, you'd know inclines are a pain in the butt. So, this part of the incline that utilizes the rock over here, every town at least has one location where you can do this. And this prevents people from trying to get through, which I think is fantastic, because now I can have people visit my town and not stand in a tiny box in front of the dodo area. They can at least explore here, and then I'd obviously gate that off. They could be here, and I could gate this off unless I want open shop, which also have gates around them. Gate this off, and then they are forced to go into my museum. There is no way around it. The most you can do is hoppity hop over here like the little bunny I am. Other than that, then you're stuck in that area. It keeps people from stealing things, it keeps people from being nosy, and it makes my town feel more personal instead of just a free-for-all. And these are under construction too. It's really nice to work on these type of things. The outdoor decorating has been awesome. Now in this location, ignore the paths, it's under construction. This is where my village used to be. I used to have everything in this little corner here, and then like the whole town was just nature. Eventually I did move my village back there, as you can see on the mini-map, and they all have more space, they all have cute little patios, and on top of that I still get to have my house by the ocean, and it has a mini beach. So then part where I'd have the public blocked off is from here. They don't need to get to guest services, and then here. And then you come back here, this is where I'm going to be probably putting a patio with a waterfall. I'm thinking about a nice pool area, move that bar up. There's my private beach. And it's going to be really excited once it's all done. I would love to have people come over, visit. You could have Animal Crossing parties or whatever people do on Wi-Fi now. And I think that's the end of my stream for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you for watching. I definitely appreciate it a lot. Put a lot of work in the town, and let me know what you think. And eventually, if I start a stream channel, which I probably will here shortly, I'll definitely post it on my Facebook. Until then, hope you guys have a wonderful day. Stay safe during this virus, and yeah, bye-bye!